Welcome to another episode brought to you by Dusty Road Adventures. On this particular episode, we spend 3 days exploring the Victoria's High Country, with day 1 leaving Lilydale, making our way through Marysville up to Merry Jig Campground number 4. Day 2, we check out Tomahawk Hut, Craig's Hut and Lake Cobbler before finishing up in Bright. So sit back and enjoy this video. As we make our way through Marysville, it's always nice to see this little town come back to life. Unfortunately, it was almost wiped off the map by the devastating 2009 Black Saturday fires. So as you can see on the left, we've got the New Peppers Resort. On the right hand side, we've got all these little boutique stores, cafes, bakeries, parks, and everything just for the family to come in and visit for the day. It's a beautiful little town. We always like to come in and support the local community. But on this particular trip, we've got quite a distance to go, so unfortunately we're just going to keep going through. It's nice to finally hit some dirt section on the Eildon-Warburton Road, making our way to Eildon-Jameson Scenic Lookout. It's our first stop, and it's nice to have a stop with a beautiful view. We've been on the bikes now for about an hour, but it's views like this that rejuvenate the soul. So we're just on the outskirts of Mansfield, heading towards Mount Buller that you can see in the distance. It's views like this that just make you feel alive and just want to keep riding off into the sunset. As you can see, we've left the tarmac behind and we've come across our very first water crossing. At this stage, I wasn't sure how the bike would handle having all that extra luggage on the back. So as I go into the water, all I do is basically keep on the gas and just keep it going. And the bike just ate up those bumps like there was no tomorrow. After a few more kilometres, we make our way into Buttercup Camp number 4. There's already a few campers here, but there's still plenty of places left to set up our camp. Oh, this looks good. Wow. Refreshing. Yeah, it is quite refreshing. Oh, that's nice. Basically, beginning of day 2, it starts here at Buttercup, then heads to Tomahawk Hut, and then when we follow it around, goes to Craig's Hut, and then from here we'll take Speculation Road, and there's the infamous staircase, which I'm not sure how that's going to go, and then from here we'll decide which way to go. So we've got, I call it ABC, so we've got C, which is over at Abbey Yards, and then A, which is part of the Rose River Road, and all meets up just here. and then from there it's just tarmac all the way into Myrtleford. But depending on how things go, there is another road just here. It's called SEC Track, which joins onto Goldie's Spur Track, and that follows it around the south side of the Horn or Mount Buffalo into Bright. So let's see how we go. Good morning everyone. This is day 2. So we're just leaving our campsite at Buttercup Camp number 4. It was a good night. Had a good night's sleep. Wasn't too bad. Didn't get cold at all. I didn't actually end up sleeping in the sleeping bag. I ended up sleeping on top. It was actually quite warm. So on today's trip it's going to be a little bit tricky. So for the first stop it's Tomahawk Hut, which is not too far from here. And then the second stop is the famous Craig's Hut, where they filmed The Man from Snowy River back in the 80s. And then from there we've got 3 options to take, so we're not sure which way we're going to go yet. So I'll keep you posted very shortly. I'll leave it open. It's not so bad. You watch now, jinx myself. This is hard work. Alright, we're high at the top and we've got cows. Cows. Another one over there. So we're now at number 3 Refuge Hut. And as you can see, it's quite modern. How good is this? Got a saw, firewood, place to hang your jacket. Oh wow. It's better than some homes I've been to. Wow. Fireplace. Pretty cool. We're now at Craig's Hut. I'll start with the view. So here we are at Craig's Hut. Let's go in and check it out. Not too bad.
Alright, so we're just leaving Craig's hut, but you wouldn't believe it. As soon as we get close to Craig's hut, the battery died. Oh, technology, huh? So we're just leaving Craig's hut now, just making our way to Lake Cobbler, which is about 26 kilometres away. So we're just going to stay on this Clear Hills track for a little bit, and then we'll turn right once we get back onto Circuit Road. And then from there we'll eventually turn left onto Speculation Road, or track. Who knows what they're called around here. We're still on Speculation track. About a kilometre to go until we get to the lake. This is the back end of the staircase. We have arrived at Lake Cobbler. I installed it. Oh, there's Lake Cobbler off to the left. Finally made it. Oh, what a mission that was. You know what? I actually enjoyed that. Oh. Wish me luck, boys and girls. I did it! Oh. Oh. We did it! Oh, there's a hut here, look at that! Hey, that's pretty cool. So we've just left Lake Cobbler, and we're now on our way to Abbey Yard, sorry. There's a nice cave on the other side of the ridge, on the other side of the valley. Oh, you've got to be careful where I'm going. Wow. So Lake Cobbler was nice. Very, very quiet. We had a 4-wheel drive turn up, but that was all good. And we just stopped, had a bit of a drink, rest, because after tackling the staircase, yeah, that was hard work. But I didn't realise it was the staircase until the boys told me, and we were like 3/4 of the way through it. So I'm like, thank God. Yeah, that staircase was nuts. It's just one of those situations where you've got to keep going. And if you don't, if you stop, you get stuck. So, and a lot of the track there was really nowhere to go. You couldn't really pick your line. So it's basically just give it some gas, hope for the best. So Abbey Yard is about 30 kilometres away, I believe, and Lake Buffalo is about 55, and then Bright's not far from there. So fine. Oh, yep. Oh, what a shit show we've had for the last hour. I've been trying to get my bike up a hill. Oh, I ended up getting Andy to ride it. I'm exhausted. Oh God.
You wouldn't believe it, we've just had the best part of the track coming into Abbey Yards Road, and I got none of it on camera. Once again, the battery died. And here we are, making our way across Lake Buffalo, across the dam. It's absolutely gorgeous along here. You can actually camp across there on the left, and then over on the right hand side there's quite a few campsites. So during summer this place would be absolutely pumping full of people. It's great to be back in suburbia. This is the first time we've been in the town for the last 24 hours, so it's great to have access to all the food, cafes, water, toilets, you name it, all the services. But at the moment, our priority is just to pull into the service station. Some of the boys are running low on fuel, but Betty here's got a 24-litre tank and she's still got plenty to rock and roll. While the boys are filling up, I'm just having a quick look at the damages on the bikes. As you can see, the handguard's kind of snapped off, and she's looking a little bit sorry for herself at the moment. She's been dropped quite a few times, and she's filthy. So as we make our way into Bright, we've still got about another 10-15 kilometres to go, but it's all tarmac. So it's just nice to cruise along, take it easy, and start to unwind from the day. The day was absolutely gorgeous, tough, but it was absolutely amazing. One thing I love coming into Bright are these tall trees lining the main road. Absolutely beautiful. As we come around the left, the first thing you notice is all these beautiful smells from all the cafes and restaurants. And then as you can see, we've got the bistro on the left and the service station on the right. So this little town is actually really busy all year round. So during summer, you've got all the mountain bikers, cyclists and hikers. During winter, it's base camp for the snow season. So you've got Mount Hotham not too far away, Dinner Plain. It's just absolutely amazing, this little town. So on the left is where we had dinner at the Bright Brewery, and you can actually sit outside and listen to the river go past. It's beautiful. And then on the right hand side there's a little creek. This is where our campsite will be at the NRMA Caravan Park, just as we pull into the street for the caravan park. All I can think about right now as we approach the gates to the caravan park is wanting to have a nice, long, hot shower. After spending a night camping out in the bush, and then all the crashes I spent throughout the day, I'm absolutely covered in dust and dirt and sweat. As we approach our campsite, you can't help the feeling of relaxation around this caravan park. I'm looking at this cabin on the right hand side, and I notice there's a bath on the balcony. I'm not sure if I want to use that bath on the balcony. But as we ride through, you can just see everyone's calm, taking it easy. It's absolutely amazing, and this is just what we need. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.